the 93rd episode of The Other Side of the Ball. It's just me and Dirk. But before we start, first off, we want to send our best wishes and prayers to 2-5 and Miss Mia as they are going through struggling. So please send your prayers, good vibe, your chi, good energy, all that stuff. Please send it their way. Big fella, we ain't forgot about you, thinking about you, praying that you pull through. So with that said, 24 teams had the dream of getting to the Natty, but now we have come down to the final two. And we've always talked about hypotheticals. What happened if this team played this team? Well, on July 21st, we finally will get to see it as the Trenton BIC will take on the Las Vegas Insomniacs for the trophy and, of course, $25K. By the way, I'm AA, joined by Derek Cooking. Now, you can't see it, but we were both wearing shirts from Krypton, and no, we did not plan this, folks. We didn't plan this. Right. Cue the Superman music. But nonetheless, we do have some guests for today. We will be joined by KWAK from the BIC and Scott Scooter Hamilton from the Insomniacs as the program ensues. D, just quick thoughts from what we saw this past Sunday during the Final Four.
Well, let's start with the East and how the day started. So my day was laced with me and Josh Grenada and Mizzle covering the BIC versus U playoff game from 2023 and how that all went down, doing a little sidecast. That was a lot of fun. I made it through halftime before I got pulled by the ear by my wife, and she told me that I had to go to a birthday party. So Josh and Mizzle finished up for us and had some fun doing that, but I guess it was a later start. But I think that's a viable thing that we're going to try to do a little more of. So thank you to the Pernado Brothers and the All Pro Jaffos and the Mizzle and Dub Show for lending their talents to what we do. Shout out to Live with 2-5. He wasn't available to be on. He was coming from his camp.
Yes.
So
yes, it's good to see.
Just let me know a little bit ago that things are taking a turn for the better. Hopefully that holds. God is good. We pray for continued recovery and travel graces for the family. But as far as the BIC versus U game is concerned.
Good evening, Travis. How are you? Always a fellow loyal supporter of the show. Appreciate you chiming in.
TG with his picture that Matt Ryan did the lookalike of that he didn't even know he was doing lookalike of. That shit was wild and fire, if you ask me.
Oh, baby.
But let's just say the game between the BIC and the U went as expected from the Vegas perspective. I don't think anybody had the U that I know about on this side of the country saying that they really had a shot in that game. We thought they were going to get, well, I thought they were going to get dog walked by a fully staffed Nightcrawlers team, but took care of business against the team they played against. And I felt that the week one matchup between BIC and the U was a very telling situation between those two teams. They've been preparing all offseason to take each other on at full strength, and then prepared all season to take each other on full strength to end the season, and the outcome was not very different. But then without the historically best quarterback in the history of the A7FL there to help on the field, he was there on the sidelines, and don't know how much coaching Huff was able to do, but they did look like they found a new quarterback to help them out in some situations.
Butler played well when he was given the time to play to come in. I think they probably might have went to it a little bit too late, but
I don't know that the outcome would have been any different.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that. But I mean, he did make some plays, but there were a lot of dropped passes that the U normally make, and that definitely been a big factor. But I think the one thing that was shocking to me was 9 total turnovers, 5 by the U, 4 by BIC.
Is that really that shocking? I mean, that seems to be
U and
top
BIC
level, top tier A7FL football. Like, these teams play top tier talent 2 out of 7 games every season in all divisions, right? There's only 2 or 3 in Vegas, 3 in the East, 4 this year. In Florida, 1. In Ohio,
2,
1.5, maybe 2,
maybe.
Right?
Yeah.
So how much opportunity do you have to really go against top tier talent? So when you do, and guys are going after the ball, and it's not something you've been seeing all year, turnovers get created. I mean, if you look at the championship game last year, turnovers was everything.
It was the difference.
Yeah, the turnovers that got not called, that did get called. That was the entire swinging point of the game. We had one play in the back of the end zone in the championship last year where Danye and Logo, I think it was Logo, but Danye for sure, caught the ball, dropped the ball was intercepted, ripped out, caught, and then broken up, intercepted, and dropped on the ground. I mean, it was a touchdown, interception, touchdown, incomplete pass, all in one play.
Yeah.
I bet you the referee was like one hand up, one hand out. Like, I don't even know what that call is.
It's like, what do you do?
But turnovers, I guess in almost every championship game in all of professional sports, usually dictates the outcome of a game. But very much so in the A7FL, probably the most important stat. I mean, because if you look back at the championship game last season, if not for turnovers, the Insomniacs had 0 stops.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
And
Correct.
if not for turnovers in the BIC versus the U had 0 stops.
Correct.
I don't recall a time BIC had to surrender.
No.
I remember a couple times the U surrendered.
Yes.
Turnovers are everything in this league. Currently, I don't know if it will sustain that way, but that's the way it looks right now.
Well, for the U, there were some drives, and then it was the turnovers that killed him. But however, when Chick Marine has 3 interceptions, or I'm sorry, Chick Morris.
Yeah, Amir Chick Morris.
He had the hat trick interceptions, and 2 of them were drive stoppers, or as we like to say in baseball, rally killers. That killed rallies, but it just seems like every time the U got within 10, it either was a big play, whether it was Sterry going over the top to Ashanti Worthy, or Pack Money and his 2 big ground returns for touchdowns. It just seemed like the BIC never lost momentum once they got it.
Exactly. And you know what it reminded me of as far as the game flow is concerned? The exact same game flow as Nightcrawlers versus Watchmen in the Final Four last year. Mm-hmm. Watchmen took an early lead.
Mm-hmm.
They traded blows all game long, but the game was never in doubt. They kept their 1 to 2 score lead almost the entire game.
Yeah.
I mean, the U kind of came up a little bit at times, but it seemed like the game was never in doubt the same way it was never in doubt with the Watchmen and the Nightcrawlers last year. And maybe that's the Final Four because that's the way it went in Vegas as well, right? Mm-hmm. Insomniacs went up by a score, and then they stayed up by that score the entire game. They never got within 2 scores. Sickwood never got within 2 scores.
Or when they did, the Insomniacs drove down the field and scored, or took them back to the house for a score.
Yes.
Which is the wild card that is Daniel Lynch, because he can do so many things, catching, returning, even play on defense.
And to translate what Doug just said, he said the wild card that is Danye Lions.
Yes. I did say the wild card. But nonetheless, BIC beat the U 56-32, and oddly enough, as my phone goes flying, the Insomniacs put up 56 of their own and beating Sickwood at 56-36.
You know, and quick shout out to Jordan Davis. Had it not been for his back-to-back posts and we'll say media coverage of both games, I would not have picked up on the 56 scored by both winning teams. I don't think he knew he was doing that, but I clicked on his page because he had posted about it. And, you know, Jordan always gets a lot of commentary back when he says anything.
Well, we have a signing joining us.
Good morning. How y'all doing?
He's actually in Northern California. He's on assignment. Hey, Scotty, how are you?
Doing all right, man. How y'all doing?
So we were just chiming in on both. We're good. So we're just chiming in on both games, and Damari Shoemate puts a comment, and he says, BIC in the U game definitely disappointed me. It might be because they didn't have in all aspects of the game. I was disappointed, so Hub not playing didn't really matter. Well, Damari, it definitely took away from what possibly could have been, but at the end of the day, even if Huff was in there, which, you always have a chance when he's playing, but, just the way the BIC was built this year, they were playing with a purpose. You can't hear me? But at the end of the day, the BIC took care of business. Yes. Yes, I agree. Danye is certified Travis. Hello, Scotty. We will have Scotty on later on in the show. And your fan club, Scotty, wants to say hello to you.
What's up with you, my guy?
My co-host of the Muslim Dub Show.
Yeah, I was just trying to link up with him. I'm in his neck of the woods. I was just trying to link up with him. He's got family in town. Right, Doug?
Yeah, so we can officially rule out that it's Dub's Wi-Fi being the issue.
What's crazy is that I can connect in the middle of the hills out in fucking California and Dub's still on a lag.
Right. Well, we have confirmed that it is machine, not his Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay.
We're sitting here on the same network.
Dub's on an iPhone 4.
300 megabytes up and down. Like, you couldn't get any better. Right.
No, I'm on a Dell, okay? Leave me alone.
Hello?
Oh, wow.
Oh, don't start that Lionel Richie shit. Mizzle will never shut up. Oh God, don't do that.
You said it.
Let me find out you stole it from the computer lab in middle school.
The computer's a Dell.
Oh,
right.
Shit.
You
got the little. No, you still got the little green button that's a mouse in the middle.
Anyhow.
Yeah, the Macintosh, not a Mac, but a Macintosh.
You know what, Mizzle? You can be quiet right now, okay, buddy?
You got that shit from Century 23.
Oh shit!
So fun, man.
Hey, look, I just hired a guy.
Jokes today. Anyhow,
hey, look, I just hired a guy that builds laptops.
Okay.
I just hired a guy that builds laptops. I got you. I'm gonna send you one, courtesy of the company.
Look, somebody said we need to start a GoFundMe for him. I'm about that life.
That would be Mizzle, the asshole that he is. That's just him doing his whole asshole charm. Anyhow, Scotty, we were talking about the Final Four, so quickly give us your thoughts on what you saw this past Sunday.
The Insomniacs, when they turn it on, are a whole different beast. They have that it factor, that one switch where stuff just starts to go their way. I don't understand what anybody.
Can we officially say that it's we or they?
I don't know. I think when the Insomniacs turn it on, I didn't hear necessarily all of it. I'm getting through the mountains, but I'm gonna say turn it on when absolutely everything is stacked against them and they feel like they are backed up against the wall. BIC has some of the most raw fight in them that I've seen. I think this game is just going to be one of the most physical things that all of A7 has got to see in a very, very long time. I don't think that we got to see the full strength U, but I think we got to see full try U. Like, we got to see them dig as deep into their bag as they could and try to come up with it. I think BIC truly was the better team and the best team to come out of the East because the Nightcrawlers didn't get a chance to play at full strength. I think that changes everything in the East. But I think one of the biggest stories is how Sick With It fell apart. And whether it's Sick With It fell apart or is it the Insomniacs really just know how to beat fucking everybody.
Yeah, except the rare exception was Sick With It in week 5, right? So
yeah.
But so you glossed over what the question was, though, Scotty.
What's up?
You, since March 14th of this year, have been registered as a player for the Insomniacs, which means you are eligible to play in this championship game. And it just so happens you have a job in New Jersey the weekend of this game.
Yes. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
I am curious to know, how's your elbow?
Will you be breaking the glass? Is the question.
Hey man, look, all I know is my jerseys and my jerseys and my cleats will be in Jersey. My
Breaking news!
My shit will be ready to go.
Breaking
If my
news.
team needs me, my shit will be ready to go. I have never turned down a fade in my life, and this is a fade I wanted. So,
Wow.
we'll see.
And do I understand that Daniel Packer is also going to be in New Jersey with you?
Daniel Packer, this guy right here.
Oh, he's with him right now. Wow. Here we go.
What's up, man? That guy, I picked up
psychic.
I picked up as soon as I saw that the contract was available in New Jersey for that 2-week period, I definitely jumped on it.
Well, look, man, congratulations to everything you're doing in business, and
Thank
I'm
you.
really happy you got Mr. Packer next to you. That's big shit,
Yes, sir.
and I'm happy for you guys, and I cannot wait to see Scott McCorkle on the field, not injured for the first time since Fall Ball 2023.
It's gonna be a little different look. We're gonna see.
It's gonna be different.
I'm willing to play with it. If I have to fill water bottles all game, I'm there. I don't care what it is. I'm there.
That's right. You're right regardless.
The D line that I am a part of and that is on this Insomniacs team, I am happy holding water bottles for these guys. I predict the score 46-40 Insomniacs.
Ooh, that's a very close game.
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
We'll say somewhat low scoring as far as championship efforts have gone so far this season.
Yep.
Well, we got plenty of time to make score predictions because we still got.
Yeah, we don't know how long we got Scotty. He's in the hills.
We got 11. We have 11 days until the Natty. So
the
process.
Danye walk-off for the win. 3-on-1 walk-off for the win.
Oh,
3-on-1 walk-off.
Danye 3-on-1 walk-off for the win.
All
They're
right.
going to tie it up, and we're going to score. Ball game.
Wow, stamp that shit.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, Travis wants to know where y'all flying and staying.
I will be
Travis,
me and Packer will be downtown.
But it looks like. Okay, go ahead.
Me and Packer will be downtown Hilton in Newark.
All right, so it looks like the Insomniacs will be in Philly and flying into Philly and flying out of Philly. Right now, we got 3 Airbnbs on the hook, and we'll wait till the Insomniacs to approve those.
All right. Mizzle says, "Congrats, Scotty," as he probably just got kicked out of the hills in California. Well, Keno, I don't know if you saw, but Scotty said that Daniel will do a walk-off 3-on-1 to clinch the championship. And Travis just said that he is 15 to 20 minutes away in Newark. He says to hit him up. So there you have it. Some possible fellowshipping going on during championship weekend in Asbury Park, New Jersey. And on Championship Sunday, myself and Josh Grenada will do a championship cast for the title game, as y'all did for the rewatch of the BIC and the U. So you can have some entertainment. So you can watch the game and hear the commentary of Matt, Rob, and Corey, and also chime in and on our feed as we give you our thoughts on the title game with myself and Josh Grenada of the All Pro Jaffos.
Travis Viking dropped off now, so I'm taking my headphones off so we can just talk to one another again. That shit's weird with all the back and forth and waiting for him to talk in here. So, Travis, we're going to be hanging out in Philly for sure. I know that's like an hour and a half from Newark, but you want to come kick it, bro. We'd love for you to come spend some time with the fellas. Some of the best memories of my adult life has been these travel games with these A7FL teams. Like our first year with the Force, our second year with the Insomniacs in Ohio. Of course, we had 2 travel trips. We had New Jersey and Philly. And this last year with the Insomniacs in Ohio was live. Now we're going back to Philly again. Kind of know some spots to hit up. So it's going to be a good time. Midland Dub Show says, when does Fall Brawl kick off? Vegas is not having a Fall Brawl. Put a pin in that. Baltimore is having a fall brawl, 12 to 16 teams, and that shit's going to be fire. Vegas is going to have a winter war because our shit's going to kick off the first weekend in January. You can't call it fall brawl if it starts in winter.
True.
So it's going to be a 5-week tournament starting the first weekend in December and ending on Pro Bowl weekend. I understand, Travis. You said no promises. All good, baby. But if you want to come kick it, as soon as we figure out what we're doing, I will send you a note.
All right. Well, we're still waiting to have some guests on our show. Hopefully they will come on. The link has been sent to them. So guests, whenever you're ready to hop in, please do hop in, as we got 11 days until the championship decided to conclude the 10th anniversary season of the A7 NFL. Again, it's the Trenton BIC taking on the Las Vegas Insomniacs, the BIC, trying to get their first help since 2022. And, of course, the Insomniacs trying to join the Patterson U in going back-to-back A7 championships. And Keno Thomas says that Ohio should also have a fall brawl. So,
yeah, well, hey, Keno, talk to your guys, man. That's, you got 3 folks up there doing big things. Eric, Joe, and there's one other big cat, Nate. So those 3 guys kind of run everything in the Midwest. So you got to ear one of those guys or talk to Skylar or Brent. Those are the guys who are the most active on the management level up in that region. So if you want to see a fall brawl up there, talk to Brent, talk to Skylar, and let them get to Eric or Joe or Nate and tell them a fall brawl is absolutely necessary. If you guys can find a field that's not too expensive and do it at a get that on, man. I'll be honest. Fall brawl was probably the best thing we ever did, and the reason why we won a championship season 2, because guys got the opportunity to come together, work some shit out. We had it on TV here, so people were itching to get on TV, and I finally got James Borgoyne to pay attention to what I was doing. And he said, "You know what? I'm gonna put a team together," and that was the Insomniacs. So I mean, fall brawl for us has been everything. So yeah, I agree. You definitely should.
well, Mizzle, we look forward to seeing you for the Winter Clash in the winter.
And some guy named Ari McClay Jr. said, "See you in Jersey." Is that AJ's brother? No, that's actually AJ. I'm just fucking around. What is it? Is that a Durango Trailblazers jersey, AJ?
That's what it looks like.
Holy shit. I didn't know. How are you that good and played for Durango? What is that?
All right, so we got our first guest joining us
Oh,
from the Trenton BIC.
ears back on.
Yep, time to put the earmuffs back on. All right, so joining us right now, folks, from the Trenton BIC, fresh off his win against Patterson U, the one, the only, Nell KWAK Wilson. KWAK, welcome to the other side of the ball. Once again, congratulations on you guys beating the U and getting back to the championship first time in 2 years. Just take us through what was that worked well for you guys this past Sunday against the U.
Hello?
Can you hear us?
You hear me?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, we hear you, brother.
We got you. Welcome.
Hey, how y'all doing, man?
I'm doing good, man, but you didn't start out the interview the way you're supposed to.
I couldn't hear y'all.
You said, "Why you do that?"
All right. So first off, again, congratulations on the win against the U to get back to the championship game first time in 2 seasons. What do you think went well for you guys against the U this past Sunday?
I feel like the line of scrimmage, the trenches, we took it to them. Got the asses.
He said, "Belt to ass."
Belt to asses. Well, I mean, it definitely was belt to ass. But real quickly, just talk about the big game that Chick had. 3 interceptions. Definitely his INTs help kill drives for the U, and you guys just seem to turn that into points. Just talk about the big game, number 14 up for you guys on defense.
Well, I got a funny story to tell about that.
Oh, go ahead.
I had walked up to him before the game, and I told him I need you to be golden today. He started laughing, and he felt like he needed to have a big game from the game he had against the Animals, and I think we all can say he cashed it in.
For sure, definitely. Derek, any questions?
And a lot of questions. So, KWAK, first of all, 2 times 52. You and Dave Valley on that line. Talk about how great it is to have somebody on the opposite side of you collecting 2 blocks or eating up the side so you guys can get loose.
It feels great. I'm not gonna lie.
Is he the best lineman you've ever played with?
Yes, he is. He is.
Better than Big Rob?
Yes, but better than Big Rob.
That's saying something, man.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as Dave go, that was definitely God's plan. How I recruit him. I got a funny story about that too.
Let's hear it.
Well, I was in PA playing flag football, and I already knew who he was, but he didn't know who I was. So I just happened to be drunk.
What?
And a doctor came to me, just ask him, see if he'll play.
I'm just messing, dog. I'm just messing. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I see. But a doctor came to me, just ask him, see if he know about it, see if he'll play. Now, me going up to him, asking him, I'm like, he's not going to go. I know where he was from already, so I'm like, he's not traveling all the way from out there. But I asked him anyway. And he said, yeah. I follow the lead. So they what team you on? I said BIC. Oh, he said, yeah, I follow y'all. So I asked him, like, would you willing to come play?
So
said,
you're actually responsible for bringing him to the team?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, and it's crazy because that's the only person I ever recruited when I was drunk.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, when you were drunk. I got you. Okay.
Yeah, so that's why I call it God's plan all the way.
All right. So on that note, you don't have to say Dave Valley.
Mm-hmm.
The best thing BIC added to their roster this year was?
Can you repeat that question?
Finish this statement. The best thing BIC added to their roster this year was?
Dave. That's easy.
Okay.
That's easy.
So you're here to say it was not Trey Robinson?
I ain't gonna say it's not Trey Robinson. This is being honest.
Look, we got a lot of Trey love out here.
Yeah, he definitely was top. I say top 4 recruits that we had, and it's
top
crazy.
4 addition or top 4 player?
Top 4 recruits that we picked up.
Okay. How many recruits did you have?
A lot. A lot.
Okay.
A lot.
All right.
I got a little.
So KWAK.
Yeah.
Oh, if you got something, go for it.
I got a little. How I want to say it. A curse. I got a curse riding with me right now, and everybody that we recruited, everybody beat their former teams. So watching the Sick with the game the other day, it's kind of funny. Like I'm gonna go with Insomniacs. You know why? Because we got Trey. He's the only person that we recruited that didn't get to beat his former team yet. Look how God works.
Well, you guys haven't lost any games just this season, so that's an easy statement.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna cash in on that on the 21st.
Yeah, so it's funny because we made sure we had you and an Insomniacs player on the podcast this week because last week we only had you players and they lost. So we didn't want to be a curse. So KWAK, why are you and Dave both wearing 52?
We don't. Well, we actually I'm number 52. I'm the real 52.
Oh shit.
He's 57.
Oh, there it is.
He custom made 57.
Just not last week.
Yeah, but you'll see his real number soon.
All right, man. So let's get into this coming week. I mean, we talked about last week. What do you see about the Insomniacs without giving away your game plan that makes you think you got a shot in this game?
The defense. I don't feel like the defense is strong enough, and they definitely never win against the offense like ours. That could beat you in so many different ways. We could come out, we could run the ball at will, we could throw it at will, we could mix it together. It's the whole combination of everything. Then on top of that, if we having a bad game on defense, we could get it right back to the next play with Pac-Man. So it's like it's hard to beat us. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard to beat us. We gotta beat ourselves type.
All right, so let's kind of lay it out there what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
So last week, both winning teams scored 56, and the teams that they beat scored 36 and 32.
Mm-hmm.
Now we all know the Sick With It was pretty damn good because they beat the Insomniacs this season.
Yeah. But
you're saying their defense is whack.
Well, I'm gonna say it like this. Insomniacs definitely never faced a defense like ours. By far. DBs, they never faced DBs like ours.
Oh, speaking of DBs, where's Ricky Tate?
Ricky Tate retired. That's a big loss.
After one season?
No, Ricky Tate played
2 seasons.
Yeah. Yeah, he plays semi-pro.
Man, I had Ricky Tate as the next big thing. So who's your best DB right now?
It's H3.
H3.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a beast. What is all this? Oh, Silk City ran over y'all. Is Devontae Carter? Y'all choked in the fourth. Y'all DB's ass from Eric Schubert. How do you want to respond to the those in the chat?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. It was David. David faced him like in person. He bought so much time, and our defense wasn't responding to it. But going against Scooter, we know he's not buying a lot of time.
You'd be surprised.
No, I won't.
Obviously, you haven't watched a lot of film.
I did. But the thing is, the defensive schemes is different over there than ours. He's not gonna have time in the pocket. It's gonna have to be all quick passes. We already know the adjustment he's gonna have to make, and it's really only one.
So you think that your defensive line is going to just outwork the Insomniacs offensive line?
Oh yes.
And they don't have a chance.
Oh yes. By far.
And who do you plan to do that with?
You'll see.
All right, so tell me about the contributions of guys like Daryl Burgess and how they're helping out your squad.
Well, I mean, the man run like a 4.2, and if you put him on the D line, I mean, he's strong too. On top of that, so he's like an upgraded me, to be honest. If I had to compare him,
Right. So
faster
your
than me.
starting three is you, Trey Robinson, and Daryl Burgess right now, right?
No.
You're
Ole,
switching it up. Ole Bell, okay.
Regis, and Tyler.
Tyler Affa,
Yeah.
okay. And then you're sending a fourth every time. Is that the way you guys run against a team like the Insomniacs?
Yeah. Speed kills on the D line too.
Unless there's speed and power on the O line.
I only see power. I don't see speed.
Okay.
But the thing is, our D line is power and speed.
I agree. You guys have an amazing defensive line.
But I also, to be honest, I don't think. Wow, I ain't gonna say I don't think. I know, with the type of scheme we run, ball gotta come out 1.5, 2 seconds every play. Every play. Ain't no sitting in the pocket. Sometimes I see him sit in the pocket. Sometimes I see him step up in the pocket. He damn sure not stepping up in the pocket against us.
Have you put a timer on Scooter yet to see how quickly he gets all the he gets rid of the ball?
I got my own timer, so it don't matter. I know he got to get the ball out fast.
All right.
He don't know how it feels when you at quarterback and you got the free guy coming immediately. Every time I watch the tape, they most teams only send 3 instead of linebacker 5 to 6 yards just sitting there.
Oh, you're absolutely right.
And that'd be the
there's
difference.
no team in Vegas that sends 4 regularly.
You gotta be aggressive. That's why it's good when you got a good secondary.
So what is your answer for Devin Clark?
I see in the text say, please send 4. Oh yeah, we definitely send a 4. You're gonna see. We're not gonna change the game plan.
So what is your plan for Devin Clark?
What you mean? What's the plan? He's human just like everybody else.
Yeah, but if you send 4, that means you have 3 in the secondary, and a man that is 6'5", runs a 4.1.5, and can jump out the gym.
That's cool. But he also, what DBs did he go against?
It doesn't matter what DBs he goes against if you only got 3 people
We're
back
gonna
there.
find out shortly. It doesn't matter.
All right. Well, look, I think the chess match of this season championship is going to be the tail of the tape of this game. And I love the fact that you guys are standing on principle, standing on business with your defense and your strategies, and not worried about what the Insomniacs are going to bring to the table.
Yeah.
That's the mark of a true champion. If you can impose your will on them, and if you're successful, there's no way you don't lose. The question is, what happens when you're not successful, and what adjustments you make?
Successful on defense?
It's successful at imposing your will.
I mean, well, on offense, nobody's stopping our offense. Nobody. It don't matter.
Except for the 4 turnovers you had last week.
And how much we ended up with?
50.
A lot of teams don't score 50 when they got 4 turnovers.
Unless you're the Insomniacs. I'm just saying, man. How many turnovers did the Insomniacs have in the championship last year?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Did? Dub says they didn't turn the ball over the championship last year.
Insomniacs? I didn't see a turnover.
I thought there were 3 or 4.
No, they forced 3.
I know they forced 3.
No, they forced 4, but I don't remember them turning the ball over.
So let me ask you a question.
Oh, go for it, brother.
How do you feel the Insomniacs defense going to do against BIC offense?
I think the BIC offense 2 years ago that went against the Force was better than the offense they have this year.
You do?
And the majority of their scoring last year was on 3-on-1.
So you feel like our offense from 2022 is better than our offense right now?
I know your offense from 2022 is better than your offense is right now. That was a championship offense. This year, it's a semifinal offense.
See, the difference is you're forgetting one thing. That's impossible because look, the O-line is 1,000 times better.
You're absolutely right. But let's be real. So right now at tailback, Courage is amazing when he's in there at tailback. But you guys saved him all game and put him in at crucial moments and then run him back there all game. If he was 2020 Courage, 2021 Courage, and in the backfield, I would say this game's an even match. But he's 2024 Courage.
Mm-hmm.
And a much better tight end than a tailback right now. But very effective at tailback for 8 to 10 plays a game.
Oh,
you got
man.
the ice cream truck, who was a fantastic tailback in 2022. 2023, he came to tailback for BIC and had a mediocre season. This year had a mediocre season. Your best tailback's Trey Robertson, and you guys don't use him at tailback.
So the question was asked, who's stopping Sterry? And Scott came in and said that still throw the ball. That asked, who's stopping Sterry?
So Sterry is the absolute X factor. On offense, Sterry Codrington, by my estimation, is the best quarterback in this league, minus Mark Bagway or Logo Davis. I love Scooter Hamilton, but he's not as elusive as Sterry. A little bit more accurate than Sterry, but Sterry's way more mobile, almost as accurate, and you have to respect his run game every single play.
All right. Travis says that Courage is better. He doesn't show up enough.
You know what's going to be a shocker to a lot of people in the championship game? That is one thing to watch the game and see how the O-line is, but in person, yeah, it's going to get ugly. It's going to get ugly. I can promise you that.
It's going to be an ugly-ass game across the board.
That D-line, oh my God. Woo.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that because it's going to be heated.
I can't wait.
And I don't know that the Insomniacs can stop it on the regular. But I also think you guys are underestimating the offense of the Insomniacs D-line.
The Insomniacs D-line stands no chance against our O-line. I promise you that. Okay. It's going to be embarrassing.
It's going to be embarrassing. What does that actually mean for you? So I understand what you're talking about.
If I give you one, it will have to be the O-line. I could give you the O-line. It's good. The D-line, no. The D-line not good.
All right, so KWAK, I don't bet money. I don't bet embarrassing shit. I bet push-ups. I bet on-demand push-ups for people. So I got 10 on-demand push-ups that says the Insomniacs get at least 2 sacks on Sterry this game.
I'll take it.
You take that bet?
Mm-hmm.
You know what on-demand push-ups are, right?
Yeah, I know.
So anywhere I go, anywhere me and you're at, I don't give a fuck if you're in a tuxedo, you're holding your baby, you're fighting a fucking fire. I'm like, drop and give me two. I need two.
Well, Tute Indy just says he says 4, so he raises you 2 to you saying 2. He says 4.
The funny thing about sacks with us is it's kind of like a choice by Stereo. It's like a choice.
Look, I've been watching Sterry get loose for 3 years, and I agree with you. He was my absolute favorite quarterback in this league until I saw Mark Badway and Loco Davis. That dude is legit.
Yeah.
And if you listen to me a year ago on this podcast and somebody said, if you're starting a team, who's your number 1 draft pick? I said Sterry Codrington.
He did say that.
And that was until I met Kenny Mack.
And then he changed his mind and then he said Kenny Mack. I can vouch. He did say Sterry was his first draft pick until.
So is Kenny Mack playing? What happened with Kenny Mack? Why you keep saying he's not playing?
Because there was a video that came out showing that there was a scuffle, and people thought there was a punch, and there was no punch.
So he is playing them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we assume so. The disciplinary committee is going to meet on Thursday about it. But my gut feeling is going to be slap on the wrist or.
Make sure Will don't get a hold of it.
Oh, I know. Will's already been in my inbox. That shit's already going in. Travis Gallardo said he mushed JG. What is a mush?
That's a good question.
I've heard like 5 people say mush.
Hello, Mr. Bridges. How are you? Welcome. Travis said it definitely wasn't a punch. Max says he's just talking for real. BIC can't F with us.
Well, Kenny Mack, BIC can definitely fuck with y'all. It is a very evenly matched game, the same way it was a Nightcrawler evenly matched game. Y'all came out on top. I'm expecting and hoping that will happen because I own this fucking division.
Mr. Bridges says
let me just say, the shit 22. Is very evenly matched.
Insomniacs by 22.
Says Insomniacs by 22.
Well, I guess that's gonna be making hit. That's history right there. We haven't lost by more than 1 drive ever.
Ever?
Ever.
Or ever in a championship game?
No, ever.
Max says the Nightcrawlers are better.
We only lost 4 games in 4 years. You got to remember that. And we only lost.
I swore there was a game a couple years ago you lost 30-19. Was that the other way around?
Yeah, definitely the other way around.
All right. Well,
the most we lost
the
by.
league doesn't keep stats past like 2022.
The most we ever lost by was 6.
But you gave up 68.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was God's plan, though. Because that let me know right there, we definitely won the championship.
I mean, that was some skirt lifting shit, if you ask me.
Well, you asked me, they damn near was scoring on every damn job. So, I mean, what can the Summit do that much better? I mean,
right. You're right.
That's how I'm looking at it.
Yeah, I hear you.
2020.
What happened in 2020, though? In 2020, the U beat you guys 47-14.
No, see, we wasn't there. we started this in 2021.
Well, look, in the bane of my existence, you guys beat the Force 63-19 that year.
Yeah.
And you were right. It was you guys beating the U 31-19. That was the score that I was thinking about. So KWAK.
I mean, they got to make history. They
First of
gotta
all, I'm a
maintain
little
it.
disappointed you haven't said your fucking tagline shit yet. So you can do that at your sign off or something.
Yeah, I'm waiting
But
for the right moment.
okay, all right. So
I
let
got a
me
couple though. I got two.
ask you this. You're gonna come up with something that's not gonna be very interesting when I ask this first question. But BIC wins this game.
Wait, can I
If
ask you something? Is
they,
Mac? That's Kenny.
they
Mac is
do what? Yeah,
Kenny
of
Mac.
course.
Mac, you talking about we
Yeah.
got exposed
Yes.
to the animals? I mean, you lost a game, guy. You can't talk. You lost already.
I thought you said you had a question. Oh, it's Mac Kitty Mac. I got you. All right.
Yeah. What you saying though?
All right. So the BIC wins if they do what?
Get 3 stops on defense.
3 stops. Okay. All right. This is gonna be the fun one. The Insomniacs win if they do what?
Pray to God.
I mean, we all pray to God now. You got
I was only joking.
All right. Well, KWAK,
let me
we
see.
definitely appreciate the time. No, KWAK, we definitely appreciate the time. Any final words you want to give before you sign out? Floor is yours.
Yeah, I want to say, welcome to my world. See y'all guys on the 21st, man. Safe travels. You feel me? Right there.
There you go.
All right, Wack. Hey, Wack. Before you bounce, though, I need y'all to commit to me. Number one, when this game is over, it's all love and handshakes.
Yeah,
And then number two, when we're done, we're gonna go out and kick it together.
that's fine with me. I'll make it happen.
Because we're gonna look for the party spot, chop it up, celebrate the championship, celebrate the league, and do this shit the right way.
Yeah, it was always good raps over here.
All right, man. You picked a spot that's close to Asbury or on its way to Philly because we ain't got cars.
Right by the border, right by the border.
Yeah, we'll hit the boardwalk or some shit, right?
Yeah.
There you go. No, KWAK, we appreciate the time. Good health and the best of luck on the 21st of July. Thank you for coming on. Appreciate it.
I appreciate y'all.
And don't forget 2 sacks, and you owe me 10 push-ups on the spot.
It's all right. I'm ready. It's light work.
All right, I'm ready too. It's gonna be a fun night. It's gonna be a fun night.
All right.
Thanks, KWAK. Good to meet you, man.
No problem.
All right, that was Nell KWAK Wilson from the Trenton BIC giving us stuff, and there's a lot of comments to go through right now. We're not going to show them all, but Munchie said Scooter doesn't throw picks like ever. What are we talking about? Travis says Trey can't guard out of the backfield. Not going to lie. Scooter just said I just fumbled the ball. Max says you got to make history with the champs. Marcellus says that you are dick riding the BIC, Derek. No faith. Brother says, ask RTC what happened the last time he played BIC.
Well, hey, how you just gonna blaze over somebody who say I'm dick riding on the BIC?
Hey, I didn't say that.
I know, but
that's what
of
Mr.
all
Bridges.
People, first of all, Marcellus Bridges.
Hey. Hey. All right. So, like Scooter said, we weren't there. Then Mac, that's not Kenny Mac, that's the Cannon, Mac 30, says how many we won in a row before we lost. They did tie the all-time record with the U of 17 straight games before they lost 2-6 with it back in May. Scott says, don't compare us to the Force. That team is trash. Marcella says, Derek versus Vegas 2024. Ashmore says the Insomniacs win if they show up. And Catalyst Wrestling says, so many receipts, so many. Jeremy Reeves says, good luck. Again, Catalyst Wrestling says, is this the same Porta in JC at Travis? And Tay Tweety says, I got a discount for rentals, Derek. Okay, if you want to get on Big Kitty Mac, I will send you the link. But right now, joining us is the starting quarterback of the defending national champions, chillaxing on his couch, the one, the only, number 12, Scott Scooter Hamilton. Scoot, as always, good to have you on the show, buddy. How are you?
Straight from the Red Room of Pain.
Hang on,
what's
Kitty
going on?
Mac. I got you. Stand by, big boy. I got you. Hold on. Well, well, you wanted to come on because you got excited. So the floor is yours, my friend. Have at it.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. I enjoyed listening to KWAK. I think he is a little wacky in the head, thinking the way he's thinking, but you know, he'll find out.
We're all going to find out on Sunday, July 21st at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific on a7fl.com, a7fl.tv, YouTube TV, all that good shit.
By the way,
Yeah.
Kenny Mac, check your inbox if you're listening.
Oh, shit. We got Scooter up off the couch.
Hey,
Yep.
he's off the couch.
I'm getting a,
Well,
I'm getting a
first
little
off,
light.
Scooter, give us your thoughts on this past. Marcellus Bridges says that Scott, he is your biggest fan. But real quickly, go back to this past Sunday as you guys put up a 56 burger and beat Sigma by 20. What worked well? Just what was it that just had you guys handle business as usual? When, as Munchie says, when there's money on the line.
Yeah, that's kind of our motto. You know, money on the line. We turn it up a little bit. You know, everyone thought we were making excuses the first time we played sick. You know, in regards to the game not really mattering. But we were serious. Like, we knew us and them would end up seeing each other again. So, you know, when you pull out all your tricks and out the bag, just to win a game, and you only win it by 6. At that, you know, you end up kind of hurting yourself. And we knew the game. Of course, nobody wants to lose, right? We all wanted to win. And they rightfully earned that win early on in the season. They had 0 mistakes. They punted 1 time. They didn't turn the ball over. We turned the ball over 3 times. We let it go on 4th down twice. I mean, everything that could go their way went their way. With that said, though, with us being as vanilla as we did, we knew coming out this game what they were going to do offensively. And I don't know if anybody caught it, but Scotty McCorkle noticed us making all the adjustments with personnel. And, you know, if we needed to blow a timeout, we did. We knew what formations they were going to come out in, what they were going to run in those formations, what routes they were going to run, what matchups we liked. I just feel like we were just more prepared, you know, and just through the chat, you know, the weeks following it, and, you know, guys being in the gym, getting their bodies right, their minds right. You know, we just came out, played our game, showed a couple little different things. We got a few more wrinkles up our sleeves, some things that we had years past that worked that we're going to pull out, and we're ready for a battle.
Real quickly, as Travis said, bless you. Travis said they really didn't run the ball as well the last time around, but just real quickly, just how much is a value that Donnie Lyons is, because he just seems to make plays. It doesn't matter which side of the ball he does. Just how valuable is Donnie to you guys?
Yeah, Donnie is a youngster. You know, he should probably still be in college playing, but due to, you know, other reasons he's not. But he's explosive. You know, he's very fast twitch. He is a competitor. He will lock up the best receiver. He may give up one, but he never shies away. And we'll take our chances with him on either side of the ball and on the 3-on-1.
Look, Gagne is the best cover corner in this league. And he's a
Yes,
receiver.
correct.
That part.
All
All right, joining us is Scooter's teammate. Hold on real quickly. Your teammate's about to come on. He asked to be on, so why not ask the big man come on? You know him. You love him. He's the big man up front that protects Scooter throwing the ball. BIC Mac, or a.k.a. the Nightmares of the Building. Mac, welcome, my friend. Welcome back to the show.
Walking around, just showing you how big his house is.
Yes, that too.
What's the deal?
Well, just talking about your guys' victory against Sigler this past Sunday, and of course, we always talked about what would it be like if this team played that team, and now we will finally get to see it as you guys will take the business trip to Jersey and play the BIC for the trophy, but more importantly, the money. Just your initial thoughts on the BIC as you guys prepare to take them on the 21st of this month.
Shit, they a solid team, man. You know how I'm gonna get down. They solid, but all that shit that KWAK was talking about, bro, you don't have to show us, or you gonna have to show me. Cause that shit sound good when you playing against some other people, or it sound good when you playing against a fucking 6'5", 300 lineman that run a fucking 940. You know what I'm saying? That shit look good when you playing against people. It look good when you playing against people like that. But when you got somebody in the front of you that's gonna punch you in the face too, how you gonna respond?
Kenny, how many garages you got, dog?
We watched Dave Valley a couple weeks ago. We watched that BIC O-line a couple weeks ago, not getting no crazy push. And you see what happened when they played them boys and scores 60-something, 80-something like that. That shit crazy, dog. That shit ain't. They think that shit's a game. My bad. I'm in here walking around.
No, you're good, man.
I got kids. I got kids showing up for the garage workout right now that I'm setting up.
Oh, that's beautiful, Doug. That's beautiful. Hey, I appreciate what you're doing for the community and for these kids, brother. Let's start with that.
Oh no.
So I'm on the same page as you. Dave Valley is a beast, but I will say that he hasn't seen the likes of what the Insomniacs bring to the table, or the top tier teams in Vegas bring to the table.
Oh yeah, they're gonna have to. It's gonna be a battle. It's gonna be all that 40 burger shit and all that U and Q and all that shit. Boy, they better be ready to get them motherfuckers on the field, cause niggas ain't coming to. We ain't coming to play.
So what's the weakness you see in Valley's game, Kenny?
What you say?
What's the weakness you see in Dave Valley's game?
The weakness I see in Dave Valley's game.
That you see in Dave Valley's game.
Shit, I'm gonna keep it honest, bro. Everybody knows if you watch film, if you get hands on Valley and not let his feet go, he lost.
Bingo.
It's not that hard, bro. It's basic football. Get off the line and put your hands on the first and he don't move. They run the ball. Where he goes, the ball goes. Most of the time. So if you get your hands on him, you're gonna disrupt the whole running play. After that is fucking slim pickings in the backfield because there ain't too many people that can block. The other center they got, nah, he all right. What'd you say, son? Yeah, you heard my son. We watch film, dog. What'd you say, son? He watched film too, gang. We ain't playing that shit. You heard him. He said, "You're not all that. Get your hands on Valley. You stop the run. The center can't move like that. So if you touch him, it's good. Our linebacker's gonna have a free fly. Valley got to deal with Chris. Valley got to deal with Fresh Out. Like Valley ain't dealing with no 600-pound, no 300-pound, 6'8" lineman that's standing in front of him getting pushed back 40 yards. This shit ain't happening, dog. It's motherfuckers that want to battle.
No, it's all 6'3", 265, run 4.5s.
They ready to battle these motherfuckers.
Yeah. Cunningham's no joke, man. He played professionally in Europe. He played college ball. He's 6'5", 250.
No, we gonna
he gonna have to battle. Valley better show up on time and he better bring his A game.
Yeah, hey, tell Valley to show up on time. We don't want no excuses. Oh, Valley showed up late. We don't want tell Valley to be there an hour and a half early.
He can show up at 6 o'clock as far as I'm concerned. I'm good with that.
Brother just said Jersey's not Baltimore. They don't say whatever that TW.
Oh, they don't say Q out there. My bad. My bad.
That's a Baltimore thing. Yeah.
My bad. I thought they was all the same out there. They all look the same. All them trash ass teams look the same. My bad. Why
Cornell
God? I
Wacker's
don't
asking,
play.
Kenny
I don't
Mac,
play.
are you playing D-line?
I don't play D-line unless my team needs me to. Whack.
You know what's crazy is Wack got to play both ways. He got to deal with AJ, and then he got to deal with Kenny. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. Hey, if they need me to play D-line, I'll play D-line. It's not a problem. I don't shy away from nothing. But we have so many D-linemen that actually play
But rarely do they need it.
What you say, Derek?
I said, but rarely do they need it.
Marcellus
Yeah,
says
I
he's
mean,
playing in the chip.
shit. When
All right.
when I do play D-line, I'm in there for 2 or 3 plays. I got 2 or 3 tackles because I'm like that too. So don't get it twisted.
Look, all I need is 2 sacks.
Don't get it twisted. Now.
Oh,
That's just nothing.
okay. So Cornell just says AJ is light work. Okay.
All right, so
See?
I'm gonna put it
See,
out
the
there
A7
right
NFL,
now.
Hold on, Derek. The A7 NFL put
Go
them
ahead.
highlights out of fucking when Lugo and my dog AJ was working. Don't nobody know AJ wasn't even supposed to be playing that game because AJ was hurt. AJ had a whole wrap from the top of his
Shoulder
goddamn hip all the way down to the side of his leg. So my man was trying to go out there and just
Right.
play, just to be out there for the brothers. But best believe AJ gonna be at 110% when we come to Jersey. So you're gonna be able to get that light
I
work.
love it.
You're gonna be able to get that light
So
work,
I'm a-
just like you said.
So I'm gonna put it out there for all the Insomniacs players because I got this bet with KWAK right now.
Oh, well, go ahead.
$100 a sack.
Oh, okay, for sure.
Everybody who records a sack gets a bill from me.
Bro, they
Oh,
let
baby.
Hey, I'm letting you know right now.
Now,
Hey, the only way that shit don't happen like that is if your boy Dave Valley start grabbing people from the back of their goddamn jerseys and slanging them on the ground at his normal MO. So if Will let that shit slide, then it'll be different. If we gotta play real football, it's gonna be a long day.
Well, let me just say, money good, $100 per sack by the Insomniacs.
to answer your question, Ashmore Media, the game is scheduled to be thrown off at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So right now, as it stands, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 Pacific on
Let's go. Get a good stretch. Let's
ACentral.tv
go.
on July 21st. Marcelo says 10 pancakes easy. Bino says BIC better come with it. And JJ Pugh is flexing, if you will. Carnell says he just has a moment.
I don't really care about
Brother
I don't really
says
care about the pancakes, but the point is to do the job on every play. I'm at like 98 success rating for the last fucking 40 or 50 games we done played, so I'll take my odds.
That's real right there. That's something we should talk about. Look,
I mean,
Matt,
I think Scooter got sacked
and Scooter.
over the last 100 games we played. I think Scooter got sacked 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, I don't think I've been sacked very often.
No, I think you might have been taken down 6 times all season, maybe twice in the championship game the year before. Like that
I think the
offensive
only
line
person that's
has been legit the whole time.
I think the only person
All right,
that's
brother
actually
says.
physically sacked me was Weaver from the Force, and I think he's better than any D lineman BIC has
Oh yeah, 10 times.
by far.
oh boy.
Scary will abuse
So-
the Insomniacs D-line. Hey, I just want you to know, if y'all, whoever brother, if you watch film, you may be a BIC player, but if you watch film, Sterry gets off on broken plays, dog. And then he runs scrambles around. DBs ain't holding no goddamn wide receivers for 30 seconds. But you think he going to have 30 seconds to run around the backfield against us? Fuck no. You going to play against a real D-line. Remember, we ain't got 4 motherfuckers that's 300 pounds running a 940. These niggas is coming, dog.
Well, Mac, look, I'm not going to put out the free game. We're going to be talking about this shit on the airplane. We're watching film. We're going to break the whole shit down. I'm going to tell you how to be Sterry from my perspective. And y'all can do with it what you will because I've got a vested interest in the Insomniacs winning this game. And I need 2 sacks because I want to see Carnell Wachter, my boy KWAK, while he's doing push-ups so he can say, why you do that? Go down.
Okay.
Sunday night's going to be amazing.
Okay, Zelly, are you saying that you might be playing in the title game? Are you giving us a spoiler, Zelly? And McWillie, are you giving us a spoiler too?
No McWillie, there's no verdict.
All right. Coach Brown says, Sterry is the great value version of Bagway. We see how that went for the Insomniacs.
Hey, he's not the A.
Zelly got cleared. All right, so
Yeah, hey, there's not.
Hey,
taking
that's
away
what
from
he
him.
said.
Hey, Sterry's good. There's no taking away. There's no taking away from him. He's good, and he's gonna get his, just like other guys are gonna get theirs. It's a collective thing, man.
It's about how we contain him.
Yeah. Them dudes are gonna have to work at every single position. I mean, them
Max, to
receivers
answer your
aren't gonna be
question,
running
brothers
free.
from Ohio.
Oh yeah, he's ass too.
Yeah, Sterry's a motherfucking wizard. Brother will never come on this show, even though we've invited him a couple times. He's an Ohio guy. Brother, the invite's open. We just want to see your face. Just get it on. Put the shit on tonight.
Oh, Munchie went there. Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey.
He comes on here
Munchie,
with
tell
no
me how you
picture,
really feel, brother.
talking all that shit. That's crazy.
Is there one on there? My boy from Ohio. Oh, hey, my boy said, "Oh, did he?"
Yeah, send him an invite. Get his ass on here from Ohio. Talk all that.
We gotta send
We've
his ass
invited
a
him
ticket to the
several
game.
times. He doesn't want to show his face.
I see why.
And here comes Catalyst Wrestling. Who cares about anything that isn't the actual game?
Who's that?
I believe that's
But
what
it's
we're
gonna be,
talking
but
about.
it's gonna be a good game, man. I just hope everybody there. I hope everybody active and healthy. I wish, you know what I'm saying. If I was playing, I wish that my brothers, let me do my thing. But I'm gonna be out there to support.
All right, so Scooter, real quickly, you on offense. How do you go out attacking the BIC's defensive line?
Just like we attack anybody else. We don't change
Yeah.
shit for nobody. We the Insomniacs.
Yeah. They gonna have to adjust to us, man. And the crazy part is, and Munchie will tell you, and Mac will tell you, we're gonna tell them who we're blocking every play. So
We're gonna line up. We're gonna line up, and we're gonna say, "Hey, you're going there. We're doubling here. You going here, and we're gonna run the fucking ball." It's that simple. That's our game plan. Stop it. And when Scooter get ready to throw, he gonna have 900 seconds in the backfield to throw the fucking ball. So I hope them boys can cover.
that little linebacker.
So the BICs, they say they're going to bring 4.
You don't think we communicate? You don't think we've been preparing for 4, gang? Come on, man. We a whole bunch of high IQ football players. You don't think we've been preparing for the 4 rush? We good, bro. Scooter good. Let them send what they send. They DBs better strap the fuck up. That linebacker better be able to move the fuck around.
Mm-hmm. That linebacker.
It's that simple. We don't change up nothing. We the Insomniacs. We don't change up shit. We don't give a fuck about BIC. We don't give a fuck about that game. We are who we are for a fucking reason, homie. Come see us. Well, we coming to see y'all. Because y'all ain't have enough bread to get here. My bad. I was just playing. Fuck out of here, homie. I'm out of here, man. Hey, I got kids waiting on me in the weight room. I got to get right, man.
Derek Marcella says,
Hey, Max, stop cursing in front of the kids.
Oh, no, these
Max,
kids.
appreciate the time.
All these
As
kids are
always,
seasoned.
No,
All these kids are seasoned right here. All
I
these
know,
kids
brother.
are
I'm just fucking with
motherfucking
you. I love you, baby.
national champs in this bitch. They know what's going on. They play this game. You heard my son. He watched film. What you think about BIC? They not all that. Come on, dog. We out of here, man. Y'all have a good day.
Hey, big love, Mac. Good to see you, brother.
You too, Kenny. Thank you. Appreciate you. That was Big Kenny Mac doing what Big Kenny Mac does.
So, Scooter, we got you another 5-10 minutes, or?
Yeah. What's up?
So I wanted to get into the whole shit. So starting out with the recap of last week. Obviously, Sick With It didn't bring their best game to the table, or they did bring their best game to the table, and you guys are ready for everything they brought to the table.
Yeah, correct.
What did you guys do differently this week versus week 5?
Repeat that last part, Derek.
What did you do differently last week versus week 5?
I think it was just overall just mental preparation. You know what I mean? I think it was just like, hey, this is for all the chocolate, and not just some of it. So just the mental preparation, and then not only that, having guys healthy. We didn't have Davik. Davik showed up halftime, week 5. We didn't. You know, we were healthy. Everybody was there. Kenny. So it was a mixture of that, and then just overall game plan. Defensively, we were locked in. You know, a team like that's going to score. People might call me crazy. I don't think there's a team better than SIC on the East Coast. I think BIC might be the only one. I think SIC's a hell of a team. I think they got hell of good players. They're the biggest team we faced. They're the fastest team we faced. I think just playing them enough has prepped us for this game. And this is the one we wanted. We didn't want to play you. We didn't want to play Nightcrawler.
Look, I'm 100% with you. I think I'm going to say I think the Nightcrawlers are better than SIC. But outside of that, I agree with you 100%.
I think Nightcrawler's offense is more dynamic than SIC. I don't think as an overall team from offense to defense, and even personnel-wise, I don't think they're like – I just think because of how dynamic the Nightcrawlers are with their speed and some of those X-factor players they got that, you know, that's what kind of separates them from the pack.
That's
but
my point.
I can't really talk about that.
If they matched up against them, they would have won like you guys did, is my point. But
yeah, I agree.
But that aside, so the X factors on the side of BIC, Dave Valley, Daryl Burgess, Tyler Affa, Sterry Codrington, and Hollywood
Ashanti
Worthy. I know you guys have a plan for every one of them.
Yeah.
I believe the Insomniacs are a better team. But I believe you guys are very evenly matched. What they have holes in, you guys are better than. What you have holes in, they are better than. What will be the X factor for you that gets you over the top?
I think it's what you guys said earlier in the podcast. It's going to come down to who can hold on to the ball. You know, we've had issues with fumbles and things like that. I think it comes down to some ball security, and then just maximizing the turnovers if there are any on either side of the ball. We have yet to play our perfect game. I know BIC's played some perfect games, so we're hoping that perfect game comes out on the 21st. But I would say X factor is ball security. I don't think it's a player. I don't think it's a play. I don't think it's a quarter. I think it's purely just if we can hold on to the ball, we're going to be okay.
So for me, the most surprising thing last week of seeing Devin Clark in full strength, I thought he wasn't going to be playing. I thought he was out the game, wasn't going to make the trip this week either. How big is it having him as to take the top off of the defense and spread the underneath so Munchie has a chance to operate? And before I get into that, I think you guys listened to the podcast last week, and Munchie and you decided to tell me that Munchie could take dudes over the top because, oh my God, did you guys take dudes over the top without Davik in that game?
Yeah, you know, I met up with Davik and Danye and Chris McWilliams Sunday morning, actually. We met up at 8 a.m. at the park. Davik sent me a text at like 10 o'clock that Saturday night and was like, hey, I want to run some routes. You know me, he's my guy. So I was like, yeah, when, where, what time, let's go. And so he looked pretty good in the route running. It was his first time running routes. Was last Sunday morning in about a month. And even just catching a football was his first time. So the game plan Sunday with him was just if we needed him, we would let him come unleashed. But I think having him have these next 2 weeks off to fully recover, catch the ball, run some routes with me, get back, stay in the gym, having a full healthy Davik is a nightmare for anybody. I mean, they put Logo on him, they put Bagway on him, they put those other two DBs that the Nightcrawlers have are some of the best DBs in the league. He's almost impossible to keep up with. running vertical down the field. And then, with a threat like that, you got the underneath stuff with the route running of Smooth, and then, the route running of Munchie, being able to get open and break tackles and make plays. It makes it hard because as much as BIC is going to send forward, what are they going to do with that little linebacker they got? Is he going to play linebacker? Is he going to watch the running back? Is he going to go back? Are they going to put a safety in? Because they're going to have to pick and choose because it's either you stay in there, you stop the run, or you put a guy back and try to stop the pass, and now you're up for the run. So I think that's what kind of makes us pretty dangerous is the balance that we can have doing both.
Yeah, what I find funny is a team like BIC saying they're going to rush for every time, knowing a guy like RTC is in the backfield for a swing or a pitch. Like the pitch right with the Munchie crash has been the money play for the Insomniacs. 1 of 3 money plays the last 2 seasons.
But now, not just him, you have Tay,
And you
also have Juice.
And you got Tay.
So there's more than just one coming into this game running the ball for the Insomniacs.
Yeah, and I think the East Coast, and I think BIC's played good running backs. I don't think they've faced, I would even say now closer to, I'm going to say 5 guys. Munchie said it yesterday. We were in the steam room after our workout. He's like, bro, there's 5 of us they got to stop. I mean, they struggle with that Animals running back. There's 5 of us. I mean, I'm 300. I'm not slow. I might not be as agile as some of these other quarterbacks, but I'm not slow. And when you have to tackle me, it's definitely going to hurt, and then you got Tay, who's the bowling ball, and then you got Munch, who can carry the rock, and then you have, Wilkerson and Juice, and Juice is that X factor, man. I mean, that 20-year-old man is a man.
Anybody who asked me, I was like, you can tackle Scooter once,
Wait a minute.
but you're not going to try to do it twice.
Wait a minute. Did you just say he's 20-0?
Yeah,
Did I just hear that correct?
Yeah, he just graduated high school last year.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, he graduated high school like 2 years ago. Yeah, he's young. He's a youngster. Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Jace Branch in the chat. Tell Pops I need some more than wings. It was fire.
Yes, absolutely. The ribs and the wings are very good. Shout out to Jeremiah Branch for bringing some num-nums this past Sunday.
So, Scooter, quick question for you. What's one of my favorite questions?
Yeah.
The best thing the Insomniacs added to the team this year was?
The best addition, you said?
Yes.
Ooh, that's a good one because we added a handful of guys.
I'm not saying a guy. I said the best thing. You want to make it a guy? Make it a guy.
Hi, Mr. Corey. How are you?
The best thing.
Tay, stop it.
I will say, I think the best thing that happened to us is the I think our X factor on our D line is Chris Cunningham, and I think the best thing that happened to us is him being more available this season than he was last season.
Okay.
He didn't even play in our championship game last season. So,
well,
which is interesting because from my perspective, the best addition on defense this year for you was Jeremy Rivas.
Yeah.
Oh, by far. Oh, yeah.
Tyson,
Munchie, Jeremy Rivas
and Davion all saying that. A real linebacker.
Yeah. Jeremy, he's a different breed. I feel like Jeremy's been playing with us since day one. So honestly, he spaced.
I've been calling him the money guy.
Yeah. He's physical.
I would say him and Jimmy. This is 3
well,
and
you got Pugh.
You
got Pugh too.
Yeah.
Pugh was a new addition as well.
Yeah.
So
and JJ, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, let me put it into perspective. BIC, and from my opinion, saw what Vegas did last season. They said, you know what? We can't just sit back and try to plan for the U and plan for the Watchmen. We got to put a squad together to take on a team like what the Insomniacs put together. And they planned for the Insomniacs of last year. What they didn't plan for is an Insomniacs with Jeremy, Chris Cunningham, and Juice added to the roster, including Jimmy, H3, Like I'm super excited for this game. I think it's, as Dub would remind me, the unstoppable force versus the immovable object.
The irresistible force against the immovable object. And that's a heck of a compliment
I don't like
to
that
give
version.
somebody. Well, that's what Gorilla Monsoon used to say. I'm just calling Gorilla.
Just speaking on that, I mean,
And
we had Tone last year, and Tone's a hell of a linebacker. And he was able to do some things for us, but having Jeremy is just definitely next level.
It's tone, speed, and
him alone in
awareness
the
with
run
another
game.
60 pounds.
Yeah, no, 100%.
no, just the way
100%.
just the way he goes sideline to sideline is very,
That shit's
very
crazy.
impressive.
I'm scared.
he
I'm the
works
big-
out.
And
He
that's
works
the
out
no,
hard.
but that's the one thing. And that's the one thing I first noticed just watching. I'm like, who in the hell is this guy? And it's just impressive the way he just goes side to sideline. I mean, obviously,
Look.
it adds a huge dynamic to the defense.
On defense, three guys pop up on tape outside of the guys we already know. Like, you guys already have this great defense with AJ McQuaig, Daniel Lyons, like all this bull, like the crazy lockdown shit. And then you add Jeremy. You add Jimmy.
Who's the third?
Crown Royal. And you add Crown Royal.
Who's the third they added on defense? Cunningham, Chris.
Yeah, and Chris, thank you. And Chris has been an absolute beast. I'm so excited about this season.
Well, I'll say it like this: Cunningham filled the void when McWillie got hurt, and he filled in the void big time. Because I mean, obviously, trying to replace McWillie is not the easiest thing to do, but I mean, Cunningham stepped in big time and to fill that void while Chris was recuperating from his injury. I mean, it's very dynamic, very, very dynamic. And yes, JJ has been also huge in the secondary alongside Mr. 3 and Out. So I mean, there's a lot of dynamic. So I'll ask you this question, Scooter: the Insomniacs repeat if they do what?
Not turn the ball over. If we don't turn the ball over.
Very, very. Tay, to answer your question, I have no say in that. I don't know what that is. That's not a decision that's above my pay grade. So maybe perhaps Derek can ask that question when he comes back. So we'll get to that as soon as possible. But nonetheless, we appreciate Scott Scooter Hamilton always coming on and giving us some time and talking Insomniacs football. And of course, the goal is very simple: get the bag, get the ring, and repeat on July the 21st. Scooter, we always appreciate the time. Best of health and good luck on the 21st against the BIC in the Natty.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
No problem, Scooter. That was Scott Scooter Hamilton of the Insomniacs, of course, talking about this upcoming matchup where like I said, folks, we have 11 days to dissect this matchup, watch film, talk about matchups, give predictions, this, that, and the third. But there was a question, Derek, that Tay asked, and the question was asked, so why can't Chris McWillie play? That was the question, and I said that was above my pay grade. I don't know. Can you possibly give any insight to that question?
Of course I can.
Okay.
So Chris McWilliams is not registered to play, which is why he cannot play currently.
All right, there you go.
There are some things in motion that might allow him to play, but that's where we stand right now.
All right, so there is there's the question. As we can say,
That's not that great of a question. Why is that a big question? Also, I can't play. Dub can't play. Chris Vera can't play because we're not registered as players in this league. It's not that big of a fucking question.
I'm just a black skin that calls games. That's all I
Right.
am. And Tay says Tay says he'll pay the registration.
All right, so my Cash App is $Deco Derek. Just go ahead and send that shit in, and we'll add it to the pot.
Mr. Branch, again, thank you for the ribs and chicken and macaroni and cheese this
What are you
past
thinking him?
Sunday.
I paid for the shit.
Well, thank you for buying it, but he cooked it. And him and Miss Ebony brought it. So I'm just saying thank you. Good grief.
That shit was, hey.
Trying to give everybody their flowers. Good grief.
JB, them shits was fire, bro. And let me just say, save your Juneteenth next year so you can get in this soul food competition that we have every Juneteenth at the Honey Hole. That's the name of the house now.
Oh, okay.
This house is going to be called the Honey Hole.
All
If
right.
Dub didn't tell you, we're at my house tonight.
I did not. We are in the office, Mr. Duncan,
So
from World Headquarters.
we're at Duncan Casa, aka the Honey Hole. And thank you, Jace, for telling JB to hop on. JB, are you and Ebony coming to the show on Sunday the 21st in Asbury Park? Are you going to meet us in Philadelphia?
JB just said, sign me up for the competition for next Juneteenth.
And Chris McWilliams said, don't play it like that because we have had numerous conversations. Chris, the long and the short of the shit is, had you been registered to play, there will be no question about whether you're playing on Sunday. We're working some shit out where you might be able to play, but if had you registered and paid, you would be on the fucking roster.
All right. Well, final thoughts before we put a bow and a wrap on episode
Final
93.
thoughts, Jace. I'm sorry I'm cursing in front of you, my buddy. That's not my life. That's not who I want to be as a human. You're a really good kid. I said freaking, if you were paying attention. I love you, buddy. Final thoughts. We didn't even get into the base thoughts. We didn't talk about you and me and our thoughts about what's going to happen next week. But we got a whole
week.
Yes,
we got a whole 11 days
we got a whole other
to
week.
dissect that.
So let's spend the next 5 to 10 minutes and talk about BIC versus the U.
Yes.
What did you see? What was the deciding factor in that game for you?
I just think
Thank you, Jason.
I just think turnovers to stop drives because you were driving the ball, but obviously, like I said, Chick with 3 interceptions changed everything. And like I said, it seemed like Mr. Corey more than likely probably not, which is why we're doing another Ace NFL cast of the Chimp game, myself and Josh Cornell, the All-Pro Jaffos, on the 21st. So,
Mr. Corey,
I'll be there in spirit.
Stay tuned. There will be an offer laid out to Dub to join us in Asbury Park. Depending on how his accounts are set up, we will determine whether he was going to be able to make it or not. But there will be an offer made to him so he can join us. So we'll leave it at that. There's 10 days left. Come on in, baby.
Just once we finish.
We'll keep though. Hang on, guys.
Mute yourself.
All right. So while he handles that,
He's on the phone.
Hold on.
Okay, here we go. More stuff coming in.
Hold on.
I am not getting on a Greyhound and driving all the way to getting New Jersey. Yes, I do got a check in the savings. I got 2 check into the savings. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Anyhow, thank you to everybody for chiming in here on the other side of the ball. Episode 93, as we are getting that close to episode 100. Like I said, next week's show will all be about dissecting this matchup that is the Trenton BIC and the Las Vegas Insomniacs for the national championship, and of course, $25,000 on the line. Okay, look here. I probably would get there faster if I got in my pony and drive, but I'm not getting on no doggone Greyhound for no 10 days. I'm good. If I'm going, I'm flying. That's all I got to say. Anyhow, appreciate everybody for chiming in. As like I said, next week we will put this all on BIC Insomniacs, break it down. Yes, Mr. Corey, I drive a pony. Not an actual pony horse, but we'll talk later. Anyhow, special thanks to KWAK from the BIC, and also I'm not driving 27 hours. Screw all that. Ain't doing it. No, not doing it. 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 And Zelly just says, I wish it was a dark horse, but no, it's not. On flights, appreciate it. I don't know yet. TBD, to be determined. we will see, as they say. I don't know how I'm going to deal with humidity because I don't know. It will be my first time. I hear you, Bino. I hear you. But that's still too long to be in the car for a damn cross-country trip across the United States of America heading down towards the East Coast. Anyhow, next week, as I said, we will preview all and talk about everything that is BIC and the Insomniacs, matchups, key factors, X factors. Bino's handle. You got jokes, Mr. Corey. You got jokes. Hanging and banging on the hang glides. Anyhow, we will talk to you next week. I ain't doing no singing. I'll Carson Daly, and you guys can do the singing. That's as far as I will go. No singing on this end. I did that enough in the choir going to church as a kid, mainly because my grandparents made me, and that's as far as I'll go. That's about it. Okay, we've seen too many movies with white vans. Nope, ain't doing it. Ain't no way. So anyhow, now here's a comment that Zelly said that I don't know why he didn't post it in the chat, but Zelly just said, I am taking a MF for soul, big bro. If Dyson puts me on 3-on-1 coverage, I am telling you, I am running through their chest. He is sick and tired of these mother effers. All right, tell us how you really feel, Zelly. But yeah, that was straight from Zelly. And we have a visitor. We have a cat. Hello, cat. Anyhow, how are you guys' evening going? Definitely a lot of trash talking has begun between the two teams, as obviously the filling out process has begun. As we said, we got one team looking to join the Patterson U to repeat as champions. Yes, Mr. Core, we got ponies and kitties all in one setting, as the cat is meowing as we speak and just running through everything. All right. It is very interesting. But nevertheless, the trash talking has begun. The back and forth has begun between the BIC and the Insomniacs. But in all seriousness, it really should make for a very intriguing matchup of football on the 21st of July in Asbury Park, New Jersey. Okay, first off, I am not singing Robert Sylvester Kelly. I am not singing Mr. P on You. That's what I ain't doing. I am not accepting no bets. No Aaliyah's going on here, Mr. Corey. But ain't doing no doggone karaoke. That's what I'm not doing. That's what we ain't gonna do. Talking about some singing some R. Kelly. No. Truth. Here's a fun fact. I'm really not that big of a fan of Robert Sylvester Kelly's music. Respect his talent. Respect his writing. Respect what he's respect what he's done musically, but I'm not singing. Period. I don't sing. That's not what I do. That's not what I do. Ain't doing it. That is a good question, Ashmore Media. I don't know. That is probably a Derek question. Dyson, not even the 12-play album. No, sir. No. I told you, I'm not singing. You trying to get me to sing, you're probably better off having Scott McCorkle run on the field naked.
I'll just say it like that. Your chances are better betting on the Viking. That's all I gotta say. Okay, now Ash Marmino, why did that not happen? Why did the race not happen? Okay, first off, you're not spiking my drink or getting me drunk. First off, number one, that ain't gonna happen. Dyson, that is facts. That is 1,000% facts. You would absolutely do that. Copy that. Okay. So that's an interesting question to ask. Interesting activities going on here. As now the dogs have come in to say hi. So Ash Mormina wants to ask a question. He said, will there be any 40-yard runs in Asbury Park, New Jersey?
Look, Steve, you got to drop the gauntlet. If you need these dudes to race you because you want to take their money, get them on. Put those receipts out. Catalyst Wrestling is offering up Ron Clark. I recommend you say no to that because Ron Clark is an athlete that just stopped playing 2 years ago. You don't want that. You don't want that madness. But you need to race against other broadcasters who are not athletes. You need to race against guys like Shinner Corcus, David Isaacs, guys like that.
All right, now final thoughts before we call it. Final thoughts. Yes.
You asking me?
No, you have any?
He's asking me. So I don't know what I missed.
They're just trying to get me to sing a karaoke song, and I'm not singing.
All right, regardless of that. So let me just say that I'm sorry that the U turned out to be what everyone in Vegas, or at least from my perspective, thought the U was going to be against BIC in this championship game. They didn't have the youth or the firepower to compete with the juggernaut that BIC put together this season to match up against what Vegas put together. At the East, all season talked about how poor the Vegas comp was or whatever that was. But everybody, if they looked inside and looked in their heart, they realized that the teams that wanted to win this thing built their teams to try to match up against Vegas or against Florida and not against anybody in their own divisions, because Vegas and Florida this last season were the class of this league. The East realized that they slipped up and were sleeping on the league, and everybody tried to put some stuff together, and they all did, but the BIC came out on top, and now we're going to see if what they put together is good enough to beat what has been the class of the A7FL the last 2 years.
That's a very good question. A very good question, Mr. Corey.
And the question is what?
Are Nightcrawlers here with full roster?
I don't understand what that means.
Meaning, will the
Oh, if the Nightcrawlers had a full roster, would they be here?
Yes.
I think the best matchup and Styles Make Fights game of the year would have been BIC versus Nightcrawlers. The Insomniacs are a very, very, very traditional style football team that can play both sides. The Nightcrawlers are the best of the gimmick flag with great athletes. The BIC is the best of what the East brings to the table, which is, from my perspective, hard-nosed, aggressive football, speed at specific skill positions. That's from the 3 years that I've been involved in this league. That's what the East brings to the table, and the BIC has been the best of that since we showed up. I think those two styles would have been great to watch, and I don't know who would have won that game. Gun to my head, I probably would have chosen the Nightcrawlers if the game was in Florida. The BIC if the game was in New Jersey on a neutral field, coin flip, I'd probably say BIC. And this is why I think this game's going to be so good, because the BIC stacks up so well against the Nightcrawlers. Jonathan Corey asked me what was my spread, and I'm wondering if that is spread of Nightcrawlers versus BIC. I'd say BIC minus 1.5 that game.
Dyson says at full strength, Nightcrawlers beat BIC.
Okay, that's a good statement, but what is Nightcrawler's full strength? Is it their 18 or is it 30 and 12 guys that we never seen before? So here's the better question for tonight, because next week we're going to break down the game itself. Jonathan Corey, congratulations on your retirement, by the way, and thank you for your service, my guy.
Yes.
Is next year's ship more West Coast? Are we rotating? If I have my way, it will be at a neutral site in some place like Louisiana or Texas to bring more attention to the league. I have a problem with the championship game being hosted by one of the teams in that game. It doesn't make for a fair assessment. If both teams have to travel, neutral site makes it great. If one team has to travel, it's a decided disadvantage, especially for a league that doesn't pay their guys to play. These guys got to give up jobs, get vacation, tell baby mama or wife, hey, I got to go do this, put some things aside for 3 days to make this thing happen. And that doesn't always work out so well, evidenced by the way things went with the Force in 2022. But in my heart, next year, the championship will be in either Georgia, Louisiana, Texas, Tennessee, Colorado, Nebraska, maybe Indiana, even though they've got I would like it to be in Indiana, but the one place we want to play in Indiana, it's practice facility time for the Indianapolis Colts, so that doesn't work out. Eric Schuford said, Nightcrawlers with the team we played in the championships beat BIC by 2 scores. And look, if that's Munchie's opinion, if he really feels like that, I can't. Munchie is one of the best football minds I've spent time talking to. Him and Scooter and James, Stevie Dyson. When I sit down and I talk football with those 3 cats, like, we're talking real football. Like, the things that they bring to my attention, there's some things that I'm like, oh, that's a wrinkle I hadn't noticed. So if that's how Munchie really feels, I like our chances. If he's saying that because he's standing on his ego and being Munch and shooting an arrow and swinging his golf club, that's another thing. We don't know.
Doing sideshows.
Or doing the sideshow. If that's who he is right now, I don't know. But if that's how Munch really feels, then that's how the Insomniacs walk through this game. But I don't know that that's what Munchie really feels, or he's just being the greatest arrow shooter I've ever seen.
Well, Rambo would definitely be impressed, but nonetheless.
Hang on a second. So BTB Bino says, Derek, let Steve go Ashmore Media. Ashmore Media is going to be the official photographer for the Insomniacs, so he's going to go full Ashmore in this bitch.
So Jonathan Corey wants a final score, even though next week we're going to do all that stuff. But of course, he just wants to go a week ahead. So
yeah, so Corey, we're not doing that yet. There's a lot of things that are on the table that need to be worked out for me to give my estimation. If it was today with who I think is going to play, I'm with Scooter. I say Insomniacs by 6. But there's some things that need to get worked out. If McWillie's going to be there, if Mac's going to be there 4 quarters, if Daryl Verges is going to be there, if Tyler Aff is going to be there, if Trey's going to be there. There's a lot of factors as to what might be happening between now and January 21st that's still got to get worked out. So we will hit this next week, Wednesday. Stay tuned for the other side of the ball. Tap it.
episode 94.
94, the year I graduated, will be the prediction show for the A7 NFL Championship of 2024, which happens to be my favorite. 2020, Barry Sanders. 24, Derek Duncan. This is going to be a great year. There's no way the Insomniacs can lose this game.
Yeah, 94 is the year the last time my team won the damn Super Bowl. And we've been trying the last 3 times to go on since, and there goes my phone again.
Anyhow, special thanks to KWAK from the BIC. Special thanks to Big Kenny Mack and Scott Scooter Hamilton from the Insomniacs for joining us. Thank you to Scott McCorkle for joining us for his 2 minutes that he was on there. That's a story brought to you by Lokai. Anyhow, again, prayers up to Knox 25 and Miss P. Marie in their situation. Prayers up. Please send positive energy, prayers, positive thoughts, positive chi to them in their situation. Praying for you. Wow, I really feel old if John the Quarry was saying I was born in 94.
Look,
good Lord.
I was going through the Insomniacs driver's licenses last night as I was putting my spreadsheet together to get everybody's flights.
Oh, wow.
And 10 guys on the Insomniacs were born the year I graduated high school.
Sheesh.
1994. You know, Munchie being one of them. You know how disheartening that shit is?
Well, you were graduating high.
Exactly. Munchie just said it.
You were graduating high school. I was 12 in the 6th grade in 1994. Good grief.
Hey, get like me when you get my age. Look, all I'm asking every one of you, because I love every one of you, be better than me when you hit my age and let me help you get there. Look, this ain't a competition for me. My whole goal in life is to have every one of you Las Vegas motherfuckers do better than me when you hit my age, because that means I'm a success because I made y'all successful. That's what's up.
And the cat agrees. The cat agrees. Anyhow, again, thanks to everybody for chiming in and tuning in and watching. We will see you next week for episode 94 as we dissect, watch film, talk about matchups, and give predictions on who will take home the 2024 ACE-NFL National Championship. Will the Insomniacs repeat, or will the BIC win for the first time in 2 seasons? That remains to be seen, but you can catch it on July 21st at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 Pacific on ACE-NFL.tv. Also, don't forget the Mizzle and Dub Show with myself and Mizzle. Also, don't forget the All-Pro Joffos with Josh Pernada, Country K, Kawante Foster, and DJ Matt 6, Damian Saunders. Of course, don't forget the 3-on-1 podcast with Rob, Matt, and Corey. Anybody else?
We will see you back here next Wednesday. We will
Can you hear us?
You can hear me, I'm sure. So for Dub, for Derek, for the Viking, for Chris Vera on assignment, who will be back tomorrow night.
Safe travels, Chris.
I really appreciate everybody. We will see. Oh shit! We will see you guys next Wednesday, 5:30, same bat time, same bat channel. Make sure you check out the 3-on-1 on Friday. Listen for everywhere you get your podcast, and we will see you guys next week.
Now we sound like Alvin and the Chipmunks and Dave Seville. All right. Well, with that said, we will see you next week, and we will see you on the other side.